Hello buddies, this is Game Night. What is going on? We have some news. Necromunda Underhive Wars is coming. And that's incredible because I wasn't even thinking that we would get an announcement in 2020. I thought maybe 2021 because we hadn't heard anything. And now, out of the blue, we have a set time at least for release. And yeah, we have a new trailer. So let's watch that and we'll talk afterwards.
The hive cities of Necromunda. Untold billions crammed within mountains of metal. Vast insect mounds of tireless industry amid the toxic waste of their own manufacture. Inside the hive cities, every breath of air, every drop of water is recycled 1,000,000 times over. Every watt of power and each mouthful of food must be guarded against rival clans and outlaws. It is a place where only the strong can endure and no one prospers. Except, of course, those at the very top. And yet, opportunity still exists. For the gang bold enough to take it. In the foundation layers of the Underhive, all manner of treasures can still be found. Lost, forgotten, or abandoned in the dark. The only question is, who will get there first?
And there we have it. Yeah, summer 2020. But when is summer? The astrological calendar says that summer is 21st of June until 22nd of September. So if we're gonna go by that, because there's not a lot of wiggling room right now for a 14-day release, 15-day release, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But let's say about mid-July, end of July, start of August is a logical time for this game to come out. So let's hope for that. But we don't know a lot about the game yet. There's been no gameplay reveal yet. It has people worried, but I think you can be steady. The latest interview and article on Polygon states that the focus is now strictly on the turn-based mechanics and not the hybrid real-time turn-based order that they had originally planned, which is great news. For me at least, it's great news because this real-time idea, the thought of it, had me really concerned. It just seemed odd that you would move your characters, go into a turn-based mode when two characters met, and then everything else was still moving. I found it very weird, unless everyone was playing with each of their soldiers. So yeah, we're gonna see how it plays out now, because it's turn-based. It could become a bit tedious, just like some people think that Mordheim is a bit slow, but they can change the pace. Make it easier to access skills and items. Make it so that you can pick whoever you want to go next, instead of going by initiative-based combat. But we're gonna see, hopefully soon, some gameplay, and I'm gonna show you guys on this channel. So remember, if you haven't already, hit that sub button down there, and remember that if you are a Twitch sub or a YouTube member or a patron, you will be put on the list to be named in my Let's Plays, and that includes when Necromunda comes out. In this game, you'll be able to choose between 3 factions to begin with: House Escher, House Goliath, and House Orlok. The former we haven't seen a lot of, well, any images on, but there are some short clips, as you can see here in the video. This is a shoulder pad with the blue on it. That indicates the Orloks, because the Orloks another Orlok, smashing an Escher in the face. The Orloks are called the House of Iron. They have an iron fist, like this, I guess, to represent their house. So that is definitely the Orloks, just to confirm that. One of my favorite gangs, to be honest, the workers of the Underhive and the bringers of iron. I like that because, well, knights and iron go well together. But I am looking forward to the Redemptionists as well. Sort of, they seem a bit Chaos Cultists, but maybe Witch Huntery, like, I don't know, Redemptions. They have fire and robes, so they look really cool. Many might think that this is a bit few of factions, 3 factions for a game that is coming out in 2020, but I hope that it will be reflected in the variety of equipment and cosmetics for the gangers, so that we will have a lot more to choose from. That is definitely an area that Mordheim suffered under. People complained that they didn't have that many options. Like, you have 3 options for some of the armors, and on stuff like the Possessed, or warriors like the Possessed, you have none. You can change the helmet to no helmet, or helmet. So that's it. That was severely lacking, and hopefully we will have a lot more here. My guess is that we will see the Delac, Vansar and Kodo gangs not too far after the release as DLCs. This is based on that the base of the game from 1995. These 3 major gangs were a part of the 6 major gangs where we are currently getting the first 3. So I think that would be the obvious place to start, and then they can add on to with the Redemptionists or the Scabies or the what are they called, Ratkin, I can't remember, but the small guys, and just put more content into the game. Pit fighters, that would be so cool as well, that you could hire them. But we saw it for Mordheim. DLCs came dripping in. Granted, it took longer time, but the company is bigger now. And this game is going to have a much bigger audience than that of Mordheim. So I think we're going to see much more DLC content and it coming out rather rapidly after. There's also going to be 15 campaign missions. The campaign is written by no other than Andy Chambers himself. Andy Chambers was the original game designer of Necromunda from 1995, so that is so cool, and it's definitely, it means that we are going to keep that grimdark feeling in the game, because if anyone knows that, that's him, the father of Necromunda. I think so. It's still unknown what the campaign will entail. It seems like it's going to be one campaign, 15 campaign missions, with all 3 factions. So you might have the first 5, because 15 is, 5 missions with Escher. Then you switch to the Goliath and see it from their perspective, and then you switch to the House of Orlok. But we don't know. We have no idea. It's just in the wording that there is one campaign with all of them in. But they do say that for multiplayer, we will have several modes that you can create your own gang to play with in. And you can play 4v4 as well. And that could be against AI or other players, or you could go co-op and go 2 players against 2 AI if you wanted to. That is really, really cool. And I think that one of the more important things that we need to know, Rogue Factor, you need to tell us if there's going to be some sort of PvP campaign. Can you set up a league of, let's say, you invite 20 gangers, 25 players, 30 players to participate in a organized campaign where you play up against other players, and in it's sort of like a Blood Bowl 2 tournament league setting, because that would really enable us to do leagues, and the Bodyhood Brawl could rise up in Necromunda Underhive Wars. I'm so hoping for that. That would be so incredible. So yeah, cross your fingers for that, okay? We're gonna have 26 maps to choose from, or randomize. That's a bit more than we had in Mordheim. I think we had 20 maps where the random maps would, of course, be random in some parts. But these are handmade 26 maps. And they are going to be big, they say. Our gangers will have, and I quote, tons of cosmetics items with an elaborate gear system for weapons and 3 different types of armor. That does put some of the things I said before a bit in perspective, because that it sounds like we're gonna get exactly that for the customization options of our gangers, which I've hoped for. But still, we don't know how much is tons. What do they see as tons? And 3 different types of armor is sort of like you had in Mordheim. You had the cloth armor, you had the light armor, you had the heavy armor, and it didn't do much for the character customization option, at least. But we'll see. I'm really looking forward to exploring that part of the game. It's a important thing, because many of us are ex-painters, still painters. I'm going to be a 3D painter soon, hopefully. But that is a part of the game that we also want. The game is right now on pre-order, as they said in the trailer there, and you can follow the link down below to check it out and pre-order if you want to. Remember that the 20% discount that you have right now on Steam is going to stay until the release of the game. Also, if you pre-order right now, you can still cancel it if the gameplay that you're going to see on this channel. So remember to hit that sub button, guys, down there, okay? Hit it, and the like. You're there already, so just hit the like. But when you see the gameplay, you might change your mind. It might not appeal to you. And then you can always cancel your pre-order. If you just wanna, you have the money now, you wanna get it done, so you don't have to think about it. But you can also wait, because the 20% will stay. There are no other benefits to pre-ordering. There will be no season pass, anything like that, from what I've heard. So we're not gonna see any of that. All right. I think that's what I have for now, and I'll get back to you guys when I know more about this game. Remember that, because I am going to cover this game so much. So much. Oh, it's going to be great. So, armor up, have a wonderful game night, and I'll see you guys soon. I'm streaming on Monday, just if you want to come say hi, that would be wonderful. And always remember that my Twitch subs get put on that list for naming characters in my Let's Plays. So if you want to have your name in a Let's Play, just hit that subscribe button on Twitch, or join down here, or Patreon. Whatever platform suits you, and I'll pick a name off the list. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.